Hello guys, Survivor here. Welcome to my next review. Now I know yesterday I did my Evil Thin review, and I'm probably going to be doing my Angel Bees review. I have no idea yet, but I'm not thinking about it, but I know I'm changing my mind on shit. But welcome to another anime review. Now this is an anime that I've actually been really enjoying a lot, and it's really damn good. And it kind of falls flat on its ass in season 2, but it's still a great anime. I still love it. Season 1 badass. Season 2 just great. Not as good as season 1, but still great. This is my review of an anime that's pretty popular. It's manga. It's pretty much founded because people watch the goddamn anime. And y'all probably know big if y'all knew this. I don't know if it's right reviewing this, but fuck it. I reviewed Deers. I review this. This is my review of Rosario plus Vampire. Yeah, guys, Rosario plus Vampire. Now, before y'all can go and say that this is an awesome anime that's full of fucking harem bullshit, fan service bullshit, then if you don't like that kind of anime, then why the hell did you watch it? like, I didn't watch it for the harem or all that bullshit that everyone else does when they look up harem or ichi anime. I just looked it up because one of my friends actually requested it for me to watch. Big Smoke 369. He's one of my friends on the Xbox Live, and he actually requested me to watch it because he said it was funny as hell, and I think he said it had like a deep story to it. I have no idea, but yeah, that's why I was told, and I was like, I am anticipating for it, but I'm not sure. Because I had no idea about it. I had like no clue what I was going to be watching. And when I watched it, I freaking loved it. Like, I was watching the first season. It was great. Okay, the first season. It was awesome. It was a damn good season. Season 1 was obviously better than season 2. We'll get to season 2 later, but let's get to season 1, then we'll move on to season 2 later on in the review. So the story follows this guy named Skune Ano who failed pretty much high school and so he couldn't really go to college and shit. Well, the reasoning why. And out of nowhere, one of his freaking parents just finds some sort of scholarship to like another freaking college, and they're like, yeah, and excuse me, he's like, wait, there's no way, like there's, and they just didn't give a fuck. They wanted their son to go to a goddamn academy, college and shit. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea what you're getting your son into. And it was like, I was like, dude, world's fucking dumbest parents. One of the most fucking worthless parents ever in anime. I mean, all they did was get a scholarship that they had no idea who was a form. And it was just stupid. It was just straight up stupid, in my opinion, how it starts out. Like, his parents, the fuck. But I was kind of there when that happened. But the real story begins, and with Skune riding the bus there. once he gets to the academy, he has to walk like through these creepy, dark, woods and everything. On the way, on the way, he meets up with a girl named Mocha Akashia, who um who they accidentally bump into each other. I mean the way they bump into each other, that shit is hilarious. Seriously, look at this.
Oh man, it was just a bad.
Okay, who else didn't think that was funny? Just when Mocha just came out of nowhere and knocked Scooty's ass out. Like there's so many out of nowhere moments when it comes to anime, and they are freaking hilarious when it comes to them. Like when it comes to them, like to me, very much. Like first Haruhi sees me with that fucking kick from Haruhi. Oh my god, that shit was funny. I literally made that into a video with Chris Tucker. That shit was funny. Now this, and I'm like, how did I not see that coming? I don't normally see this type of shit coming, because when it comes to anime, there are surprises to be expected. I mean, seriously. But yeah, the girl is Mocha Akashia, and she is now when they first meet, Skune is bleeding, and she's like trying to, and obviously she's a vampire. She actually admits it, and it's like the very first episode. Then she, just starts sucking his blood because she's like, his blood smells good and shit. Like that's what that's that fucking face of hers, and man, it's just pretty damn funny. It's pretty damn funny. Some scenes are funny. Some I didn't really find funny. Just kind of weird at times, but still, it's still a damn good anime. Scooty later finds out that the school is made for for monsters, and he realizes this, and he wants to, and now they realize the full potential and all that shit. He is freaking. He wants to go, but Mocha wants him to stay, but he confesses that he's a human and all this shit. In episode 1, it's really, it's really good for a very strong episode for a start of a series. And man, like that episode, I have to admit, it's pretty much one of the best pilot episodes when it comes to anime, in my opinion. It's just that damn good. But still, Rosario plus Vampire is a really good anime in my opinion. And man, just the first episode, damn. So at the end of episode 1, Skune stays with Mocha just because she's pretty much the only reason that keeps him there. And yeah, and oh yeah, when it comes to Yokai Academy, now that's the academy that they're all at. Everyone has to stay like in their human form, and they have to, so they can coexist with humans, because that's like the only way they'll survive and everything. That's what the school's for, and most of the time they do stay in their human form, so pretty much learn. So they learn and all that. And here's the thing that really gets that here's the thing. How come I could change into her vampire form since she's in her human form? You know the little necklace rosary on her chest? Well, she that keeps her from turning into a vampire. She only kept that just so she can coexist with, the humans, because she went to human schools before, the friggin', yokai and shit. And if she takes it off, her vampire form will be revealed and all that. And I'm serious. Like, when I first saw freaking Inner Mocha, okay, the vampire form Mocha, holy shit! Not like in a perverted way or anything. Like, more like a holy shit. That bitch looks cool and bad as hell. Like, and the thing is, the thing I found out about this, the woman who voices the vampire form Mocha voices Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. And I realized, and I literally found this shit out when I watched his other anime series, My Bride's Mermaid. The guy who voices Skune in this is the same guy that voices Nagasumi in freaking My Bride's Mermaid. And I think he voiced Hikaru in Oron, I think. I don't know, I'm gonna have to watch Oron again just to look at the comparison, but yeah, that I'm like, wow. I'm serious. Just playing the woman who does Urza Scarlet's voice from Fairy Tail, and as the other Mocha's, voice, like the vampire form Mocha's voice, that shit makes her more badass. I mean, how many times have you heard the voice actors just sound badass? And a lot of times for characters that are supposed to be badass, it's it's kind of a thing. I just and and a lot of people call the pink hair, nice version outer mocha, and the vampire form inner mocha. So that's what I'm gonna call them. But if y'all want to see how badass the inner mocha is, then here's a clip from episode 1.
It's time for you to know your place. You got knocked the fuck out!
I'm sorry, guys. I had to do that. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to put that you got knocked the fuck out moment from Chris Tucker. I'm sorry. I had to do it. That shit was too funny. I had to do it. I just couldn't resist because that shit is really funny when someone gets knocked out. You just have Chris Tucker come in and just say, you got knocked the fuck out. And just, everyone will be laughing their ass off and shit. That shit's funny. I'm sorry. I had to do that. I just can't resist. I just love that moment so much. I just want to put it in so many videos. Like, no fucking joke. But yeah. And yeah. And I am serious. Listen to that kick-ass voice of hers. The inner Mocha's, man. She just sounds all badass and shit. And she does live it up. Like it's not even a joke. And she's just straight up badass in my book. And Mocha, she's at now. Both Mochas, since they're both like the same mind shit. Since they're both like in the same body and shit. Well, either Mocha, which I have the same feelings for. Mocha just became one of my favorite female anime characters of all time, literally. You got this cute pink-haired girl who's really nice, is extremely nice, and tries not to get involved as much fucking violence and shit, and she does follow the rules. Like she's the type of girl, she's the type of nice girl that you would freaking love, and And then you got the freaking Inner Mocha, which is freaking straight up badass and just kicks ass 24/7. I mean, she's so strong. She will knock your ass out to next Tuesday. I'm not kidding. But anyway, and and I freaking love the other Mocha as much as the I love the Inner Mocha as much as the Outer Mocha because they're both awesome characters and I really love how they use them between stuff. And I mean, Inner Mocha is always there just to kick ass and everything, but there are some plot points where she does become important and everything. And throughout the series, Skune is literally trying to find out who Mocha really is. Which one is the true her? Like, he's trying to figure that out throughout the series while going through all these shenanigans and shit. Which season 1 only lasts 13 episodes, and so does season 2. But like I said, I'll get to season 2 later. They do meet up, other characters. Kuramu, who's a succubus. And as I say, her comedy's fun, pretty damn funny. And then there's Yukari, who's a witch, and she and just she's also funny. Like, her fights with Kuramu is just freaking hilarious. Like, they're pretty much the Yui and Hinata from freaking Angel Beats. That's what they are, because they're that type of you know, you know, freaking couple people that freaking fights a lot throughout the anime, and it's just hilarious. Like, they're literally like the Yui and freaking Hinata from Angel Beats, because they fight a lot, and that shit was funny. And and then there's this girl there's this girl named now there's another girl named Mizune who is, I have to say, she's a goddamn stalker, just letting y'all know that. And also she's she's pretty much an ice monster, which means that she can transform her hands into these ice blades and shit. She can make the place cold, and as I say, sometimes she actually looks badass when she actually when she's speaking. At times, there's some freaking awesome moments. She sounds so badass to me sometimes. I have no idea what it is, but that shit is just awesome. And now this girl comes in later on in the series, and her name is Ruby, but I don't want to explain too much about her since she barely has a story, in my opinion. I mean, she does have one, but it's kind of hard to explain because I don't want to spoil it for y'all, because that's in episode 9 and 10. And I just freaking love the and so those are pretty much all the characters and all the characters of the supporting cast. There's this okay, this one's not, she's not really involved, but she's pretty damn funny, her name is Nekonome. She's pretty much, for some reason, her monster form is a goddamn cat. I'm like, the hell? like what the hell is that for? And I'm like, it's just so random to me, but pretty funny, because Nekonome is pretty funny. And then there's this other guy. There's this other guy named Dean, who's actually a freaking werewolf, and that is badass. Because I mean, I've seen too much Twilight to know how much badass werewolves is. Yeah, because when I was watching those movies, I actually thought the werewolves looked cool as hell to me. It is just pretty damn cool to me. But the anime style versions are just as good, just the same. But but this is a but yeah, those are all the characters in the supporting cast and all that, and they all got their own stories, like why they're doing this and all that shit. Now now let's get into the main focus of what a lot of PvP people have been talking about lately. That there's a as a harem ichi type of anime, you can bet your ass that there's gonna be fan service in this. You can just tell by looking at the genre. Now, the fan service. The reason why I want to talk about that first, because we need to get that shit out of the way, and I don't really mind that shit at all. I mean, if they're gonna do it, then fucking do it. But if it gets too out of control, I have a problem with it. But anyway, the fan service in this is pretty just. Now, if you've seen just a regular harem anime, you would totally see just paint shots all over the damn place. Um, there's some scenes with the girls in bikinis and all that. You can tell by that shit. Um, that's in like a couple of episodes. Uh, and the fan service is kind of okay, but at the same time, you can just look. I mean, you can just look away from that shit. I mean, like I said in my 11 Eyes review, I have to admit that there are some shots of Yuka's panties and all that shit throughout a lot of 11 Eyes. I can admit that, but but they can be easily looked away. So kind of like in Rosario plus Vampire, you can easily look those away and everything, like the painting shots and all that. I'm like, I'm like, okay, I can look away from that shit. I mean, seriously, that type of fan service doesn't really bother me. They're just there, but and and okay, now I have to admit the fan service, the amount of fan service they used for the second episode of season 1, I have to admit there was a shit ton, but there was a good reason behind it because it was going along with the plot. And this is literally the only episode that the fan service goes along with the plot that I freaking like. Now, that was when Kurimu actually shows up, and she actually has a good reason why she's doing this. I can say why, but she's doing it for, but she done all that, shit for like a good ass reason, and she's and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. If you already watched the second episode of Rosario plus Vampire, y'all know what I'm talking about. But again, but still, it makes a lot of sense. So I'm like, okay, I'm all right with it. So, but they did try to do the same thing, I think, with Yukari in season 2, except like a whole new plot and everything. Like a whole new plot, like trying to make her older and shit. But they just used that fan service shit way too goddamn much in season 2, like in episode 4 of season 2 of her. I'm just saying, they did try to do the same freaking thing, but they accept like a whole new plot with Yukari in it, like she wants to be older and shit, and they just used the fan service of her way too goddamn much. They went for that shit way too goddamn much for me. Now they only just kept it like if they just kept it balanced between like the story and the fan service, I would have been all right with it. I mean, I really don't care about that shit. If they want to go ahead and do it, do it. I don't really give a shit. I can't stop Ganzo for doing this shit. Because they can be easily looked away and everything. They could have just balanced it, kind of like in the Kurimu and like the Kurimu episode in season 1, episode 2. But they just use that shit way too goddamn much. And when I mean way too goddamn much, I mean went to the goddamn extreme. I mean, I mean, just, I don't want to talk about the bath scene in episode 4, season 2. Don't even get me started on that shit. But but back to season 1. Season 1's fan service is all right. I mean, I don't really have a I don't I'm not really into all the fan service bullshit that they always put out. I mean, when it comes to anime nowadays, there's fan service and all that shit. So I'm like, I'm like ignoring it. It's like a focus on the story and everything, and that happens most of the time. Sometimes when there's fan service as just too goddamn distracting, it's kind of a problem. But at the same time, if it's trying to be, if it has like a good reason behind it, then I'm alright with it. And sometimes I can understand some of these scenarios, because and all that stuff. So yeah, the fan service is kind of. So yeah, I don't really give a shit about the fan service about it in season 1, but except like the second episode of season 1, that kind of got a little bit out of control for me until like I found out why Kermit was doing this kind of shit, like still, but it's still great, still great anime. And I love season 1. The later the later you go on throughout the anime, the more you know the characters, and there's a bunch of interesting stuff that's around this world. It's a whole new different world. Vampires are not triggered, are not hit by, are not killed in the light, because they're obviously in the light in freaking yokai and shit. So they had to make a weakness for vampire and all that. They have to think about all that. Now I know there's some scenarios that they took from the manga and put it into the anime, but the rest of the stuff is just fillers for the manga and everything. The reason I know why is because I keep looking at these manga videos of Rosario plays Vampire that everyone keeps, like, a lot of people wanted a remake of this so they can either make a season 3, and I doubt it, because the thing is, from what I can gather, the anime is supposed to somehow connect to the manga. That is what I'm thinking here. The anime is trying to, later on, the anime is trying to, trying to piece it with the manga, because they're like some of the filler episodes they're trying to fill in they're trying to connect to like the manga, except for like the ones that are related, that are actually the same stuff from the manga still. But still, it's a great. But still, either way, they try to connect it or not, it's still a damn good anime. I enjoyed it. It's really good. I really recommend it. I really recommend season 1. I would give season 1 a 9 out of 10. It was just that good. And that finale, though, holy shit. And just that finale, holy shit. I was shocked as hell. And there were a bunch of shocking moments I can just put in. And there's like this shocking moment at the end of episode 9, which I had like my goddamn jaw drop, and that could easily be on my fucking top freaking shocking moments in anime. Like, Rosario Plus Vampire just does a lot of great stuff. Season 1 gives a 9 out of 10, in my opinion. And the reason why I gave it a 9, because it's really short. The reason why I gave it a 9, or pretty much a 9.5 for me, is just it's way too short, and I just want more, and it's just that good. I love season 1. It was great. I freaking loved it. It was just that good. I was like, man, that goddamn good. But anyway, the anime does have a season 2. If let's start talking about Rosario plus Vampire Capio 2. Okay, see Rosario plus Vampire Capio 2, which is also season 2 of Rosario plus Vampire. Now, I love Rosario plus Vampire, but and also okay, the opening sequence and ending credits from season from season 1 are great. I mean that opening though, damn, I love that one, and the freaking ending credits I love that from season 1. I didn't like the opening to season 2. I don't know. I just didn't feel like Rosario plus Vampire. Like the look of okay, the song, the main opening song for Rosario plus Vampire Capio 2 is great. I actually love that song, and it's kind of weird that there's a song I love that's in an opening that is just crap. That's just crappy to me. I mean, yes, it's well animated and good looking and shit, but this is not Rosario plus Vampire. When you look at the guy, like if you look at the comparison between the anime and the opening, you're like, why did they do that opening? It's kind of confusing because it's got to show how it's got to show it's got to kind of show how epic the series is, and that's how they can do it. I mean, season 1 did that better. I mean, seriously. I mean, they showed like what Rosario plus Vampire is pretty much like in season 1. They did their best and shit. And there's this one part in season 2 where they actually used the original theme song from season 1. Opening theme. What? If they kept that, why didn't they just keep the opening? That's what I'm thinking. Literally. But yes, Rosario plus Vampire Capio 2, taking place 1 year after the events after the epic finale that was the end of season 1, because that shit was badass. And oh yeah, and the reason why I gave another reason why I gave season 1 now 9.5 out of 10 is that there's a couple things I was like, wait, plot hole, and just a couple things really. But this anime season 2 did not give me the expectations of what I wanted season 2 to be. I mean, it's still a great season, no doubt about it, but I still didn't like it all that much as season 1. I mean, there are a bunch of good plots throughout season 2. There really are, especially the finale parts, but it was kind of rushed in my opinion, because I mean, it was kind of rushed. Like the actual final battle at the end, that was pretty rushed. I was like, they could have just made the battle go on longer, so it would look cool as hell, and I could probably put that as one of my favorite fights in anime. But no, they had to go and fuck it up. What the hell? But Rosario plus Vampire, I actually love I actually like season 2 a lot. Actually just finished it yesterday, and it's actually pretty good. the thing is, they went the fuck out of their way to go, and the biggest problem that I have with season 2 is they went out of their way to go and fuck with us with a bunch of fan service all over the damn place. And if you thought season 1's fan service was kind of bad, or High School of the Dead, like everyone else says for some reason, which I would have no problem with. I understand why some scenes do, but still, they go from freaking censoring this type of shit, and they go from censoring to freaking extreme fan service with nude shots. The hell? Are you kidding me? That is the type of shit that literally gets to me. Now, I have no problem when it comes to nudity. I mean, I watched I watched a shit ton of horror movies and a bunch of other type of rated M for mature movies that have nudity in them. I don't really give a shit. But when it comes to an anime, a show that went from censoring to the freaking fuck censorship, I have no fucking clue. I was like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? What the hell happened? I have no idea. If they wanted to uncensor the shit, they could have just done it in season 1. They had the power. Ganzo, the guy who made this awesome anime, had the power to freaking do this. If they did the whole, uncensored stuff back in season 1, I wouldn't probably have like a problem with it, because like I said, there ain't like a lot of. It's a good thing there ain't like a lot of nudity scenes a lot in the anime, because I'm like, just, it still kind of gets to me that when you look at season 1, they literally censor a bunch of the nudity shots. They actually censor it through like some parts, like the design, like around the art of the anime and all that. They do find their ways to censor it and all that shit. But then you look at season 2, and they just don't give any fucks whatsoever about it now. The thing is, they made season 2 on the same year that season 1 ended. I'm like, how can they do this shit in 1 year? I'm not kidding. And I just don't get it. Like, I literally just don't get why they went out of their way to go and do that. But still a great anime. I mean, it doesn't really take everything away from season 2. Because season 2 does have some really good plots. Like the first 2 episodes. I actually like them. Ain't as strong as like the freaking first plot of season 1. But still good. It's really good. You're introduced to like this new character. She's actually Mocha's sister, surprisingly. Plot twist, bitch. Actually, really ain't a plot twist. You literally find that out at the beginning of season 2. So you won't be surprised, because she does get in some pretty damn hilarious scenes, and sometimes can be an annoying little bitch. But the anime still holds as like one of the best in my opinion. And season 2 does a good job of still keeping you entertained. I was entertained a lot in season 1, and still kept me entertained throughout season 2. I mean, they still have the great. I mean, it's a good. I swear to God, they freaking switched the voice actors for the Funimation dub. I was like, hell to the no. But it's a good thing they didn't switch them. I just don't like it when that happens. When it comes to like the same characters and everything, it just kind of feels weird, even if it's the same series. It's kind of like how I felt with when I watched the other half of Waits Club, season 4, where they just automatically just changed the girls' voices. I'm like, the hell happened? That was literally my reaction to it. By the way, it was, and that was yeah, that type of shit. I'm really glad they kept the voice actors. I was like, okay. And oh yeah, and a lot of y'all probably ask me, dub or sub. I usually go for the dub because I don't know. I just like English dubs more. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like the subs, and Funimation and all that. All those guys try to put as much effort as they can with the subtitles for English people before Funimation can get out with the dub. It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, if you look at series that has only Japanese voice acting, but has like the subtitles, 11 Eyes and what else did I watch? Blue Exorcist episode 1, Attack on Titan episode 1, I think episode 2 maybe. Those are the only two, and those were the only 4 episodes I watched, and I was like, no. But yes, speaking of Blue Exorcist, I did watch the first episode before, like a long time ago, like in Japanese. I'm like, no, I just don't like that. No, I prefer English voice acting. Just saying. But don't get me wrong. The I don't have anything against Japan's voice acting. They all done a good job. They all done a good job trying to, you know, do their best with their voice acting. I know that a lot. I get that because the 11 Eyes voice acting is actually pretty good. The way they translate and everything is really good. Okay, back to Rosario Vampire Capio 2. Season 2 still holds up. It's a great anime. It's just that, like I said, in episode 4 of season 2, God damn it. Do not get me started on that fucking episode. The thing is, there were a couple episodes I had to skip because I cannot handle fan service type of plots when they go to the fucking extreme. I mean, I thought Kuramu was great because you were really interested why this is happening. You are interested of why she's doing this kind of thing because she has this type of magic and shit. But season 2, okay, season 2 episode 4, I did not like it. I mean, it had a good plot. I understand Yukari's pain pretty much throughout the episode, but goddamn, they took the fan service way too goddamn far. They did, in my opinion, because they took her. I mean, they could have just kept it balanced, in my opinion, and people still wanted to see that kind of type of shit. I'm not, but still. They could have just done that. Or they could have, but still, the anime does have their own funny scenes. They're all great. The comedy's still pretty funny in my opinion. And the plots in these episodes are pretty good. Most of them, in fact. If y'all want to know the episodes that I have skipped, it's episodes 7 and 8. Why number 7 is because when I was halfway through, I was really just annoyed. Like, why the hell couldn't just I mean, I know the girls are obsessed with Skune. It goes along with their characters, but why can't it just only be Mocha? Doesn't he? If this is supposed to be connected to the manga, shouldn't he already said that he cares more about Mocha now? More about her. I mean, obviously we all know Skune is gonna end up with Mocha anyway. We all know that shit. But seriously, with all of the other girls, it's kind of hard. But still, it's why? It would have been alright if it was just Mocha that episode with Skune. I mean, it would kind of be like the feature diary, where meets Yuki's mother shit. That could have happened, but guess what? They had to go and fuck it up. I'm serious. It's just. I mean, it would have been alright if it was only just Mocha. I mean, in my opinion, like they could have just made it an OVA and just put only Mocha in that episode. Pretty much. And the rest of the episode was pretty much stupid. Like, I was like, dude, the fuck are you doing? And it was just stupid. I was like halfway through the episode. I was like, fuck it, I'm done. But then, episode 8. We finally get a Ruby episode that we actually get to. I mean, this is our very first time seeing Ruby with the others getting development outside of that main plot that she had in season 1. But now, in season 2, she just got the plot at the beginning of it. She goes from caring for Skune this much to freaking just. The fuck was that? God damn it. But at least the rest of the episodes are pretty good. I didn't like. There's 3 episodes I just didn't like. In season 2. I actually had to skip 2, and that's saying something. But the rest of the episodes, I like them, and some and there's a few I love. They're really good in my opinion, and I just don't. And I just the first 2 episodes were pretty strong. Now there's another flaw I can give season 2 with, but at the same time it'll end up spoiling the end of season 1. I'm probably gonna have to explain this in a different video. Speaking of different videos, I'm probably still gonna be doing like my explanation of why I love these animes pretty much, in like in that top 50 anime I want to watch video. I don't know if I'm still gonna do that, but I'm thinking about it. But still, it's kind of hard to. That's all pretty much the flaws I can give it. The extreme fan service and nudity. They don't usually use the nudity that much, thankfully, and because just the way they changed it, goddamn, it's and those 3 episodes that I had to skip 2 episodes, I just did not like it that much. But the rest of the episodes, especially the finale, kind of rushed. Cause I actually saw some stuff that could have been, lasted longer, and they just kind of rushed it. Like, in my opinion, it was pretty damn rushed. I didn't think the ending was rushed. I just thought, oh shit. Because I know there's probably more of those situations from the manga, pretty much. But and I know that one big final battle at the end could have lasted longer, so it could be like one of the best battles. that I just, god damn it, Ganzo. it's still a good anime. I loved it. The ending was pretty good. Um, so from what I'm looking at, season 1 and 2, most of the scenarios from season 1 that are just filler are trying to connect to like the manga that wasn't there. So so that means in the manga we get more plot, story, and characters. So, but hope, I hope to God they make a remake of the anime and follow the manga, because that'd be great. Because I want to see more. I want to see how it all really ends. I mean, I don't like those type of animes that are like go read the manga and all that, but at the same time, I'm pretty damn interested. I mean, I got my goddamn Dead Man Wonderland manga, and it's still good. And I'm actually getting into mangas. I'm probably getting, if Rosario Vampires manga is out in Barnes and Noble, maybe with Elfin Lead, because I think I might have like $20 then, maybe more than that. Next time I go there, I'm definitely buying those because I love Rosario Vampire. I love Elephant Lead. I want to read the manga. It's like I want it because I want to know more. The anime, it's still great, but I just don't. It just doesn't hit the amount of love I gave for season 1. But it's still great. I still liked it. I still enjoyed it. I loved the ending. I thought that the ending was pretty good, but there was even a sacrifice in one of the final episodes. I was like, God damn, and it was just great. It was just great. I loved it. And here's the thing. So, and yeah, in the ending credits for season 2, no words. I mean, song's pretty badass. We see Intermocha going through and shit, and really, what the fuck? What the fuck? They barely show it, but goddamn, really. And we see all the characters in the background looking all badass and shit, and especially Skune. You should see him at the back of the back in the background, the ending credits. He looks all badass, just want to go and kick some ass. Like dude, you got some balls of steel. Cause he's fighting monsters. He doesn't give a fuck about it at the end of the background. That's what he looks like. But anyway, the final verdict for season 2 is for Rosario Vampire Capio 2 is a 7 out of 10. It's still enjoyable to watch, but it's still enjoyable to watch. I still loved it. It's Rosario Vampire. I loved it. It's an awesome anime, but I just cannot give season 2 just a great score. Like and when it comes to franchises, I usually combine them so I can give them both a final score with them combined. So what Rosario Vampire does best in season 1 and 2, keeps you entertained, bunch of story, characters. The finales are awesome. The finales are awesome. I just love them. Like, it's just great. And awesome anime. And the fan service can sometimes lose out of control, especially in season 2, in Capio 2. But still, it's a great anime in my opinion, and I freaking love it. It's one of my favorites. And damn, kind of like the Evil Thin, kind of like I did with my Evil Thin review. It's kind of hard to do it's kind of hard to choose between an 8 or a 9. I was thinking about 8 because of how much season 2 just falls flat with the nudity. Like, it just came from a censor to freaking uncensor stuff. Dude, make up your damn mind with that shit. And like, just keep it the way it is and not go too far with that shit. Or, and the freaking, I had to skip I had to skip 2 episodes, and there were 3 episodes I did not like. I just thought the Yukari episode in episode 4 season 2 was just a poor effort. More like a 4 out of 10 in my opinion. Good plot. It has a good plot, but I just did not like most of it. I'm like, dude, just what the fuck? It was just weird to me. It was just pretty just damn weird to me. But still, I had to give it a fair score. I'm giving it a decimal score. I'm trying to think of it. Taking place in between like an 8 or 9. I love Rosario Vampire, one of my favorite animes. I just cannot deny how. I still love it. And people, when they write fan fictions, they're all pretty damn good and everything. Of how much the series has grown. But still, it's just hard to get it. Alright. I made up my mind. Rosario Vampire gets an 8. It gets an 8.7 out of 10. All because it still has its problems. There are like a couple plot holes in season 1. I was kind of, wait, what? And some stuff, and I'm like, dude, just no, and all that stuff. I was So yeah, Rosario Vampire gives it 8.7 out of 10. It's still a great anime, but season 2 does not give it like all the hype that everyone gets. And there are a couple problems I have with season 1. Like there was a plot hole, and there were like a couple of plot holes, and I'm like, yeah. But still, it's a great anime. I totally recommend it. If you can handle the fan service stuff, then you're okay. But if you can't, then I'd rather not watch it, because it's pretty much in like every single episode. Like there's painting shots like every single episode, man. You cannot miss that. And that's not even a joke. I'm not even kidding. That's literally showing up every single episode. Yeah, that's how far they go in season 1. But it's a good thing I just ignore them and just pay attention to the story. That's all I'm there for. Enjoy it and watch the story and see how it all unfolds with characters and all that shit. You know, because the filler episodes are all pretty damn good in season 1, obviously. So this was so yeah, Rosario Vampire gives a 7 point. I mean, not 7 point, an 8.7 out of 10. What did y'all think about it? Do y'all love it? Do y'all like it? Do y'all think it's decent? Did y'all not like it? Did y'all hate it? Do you despise it? Let me know in the comments below. And now all I got, and all I have to do now, if I had to buy like DVDs of season 1 or 2, well, kind of like The Last Reflection did with his Black Lagoon review. Buy season 1, rent season 2. I rather not watch. I rather watch season 1 more than season 2, because season 1 was like more epic. It just had all these great ass plots, and it's just great. I just loved them. Season 2, I'd rather rent that. I'd rather get one of the volume DVDs for like the last part. That's pretty much it. But and like some of the first few episodes, but not episode 4. Fuck episode 4, and fuck those 2 other episodes too. But Rosario Vampire season it gets a 8.7 out of 10. So yeah, this has been my review of Rosario Vampire. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if y'all enjoyed it. Subscribe if y'all want to see more. Comment below what y'all think. And if y'all are new to the channel and y'all want to see more, if y'all are new to the channel and y'all want to see more, be sure to subscribe for more. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all next time. Survivor out.